A 10-year-old boy stood outside a movie premiere for 6 hours. He couldn't hear the music. He couldn't hear the screaming fans. He couldn't hear anything. He was deaf. And when security tried to drag him away, Tom Hanks saw it happen. What Tom did next made the entire crowd go silent. If you love discovering the untold stories behind Hollywood's greatest legends, hit subscribe and turn on notifications. This one will make you cry. June 14, 2005. Los Angeles, California. 4 p.m. The premiere of a new Tom Hanks film was 4 hours away. Already, hundreds of fans lined the red carpet barricades, hoping to catch a glimpse of their favorite stars. Among them was a boy named Ethan. Ethan was 10 years old. He had been deaf since birth. He had never heard music, never heard laughter, never heard his mother say, "I love you." He lived in a world of perfect silence. But Ethan could see, and what he saw, over and over, were Tom Hanks movies. His mother, Patricia, had started showing them to him when he was 5. Cast Away, Forrest Gump, The Polar Express. She would turn on the subtitles and they would watch together, Ethan reading every word, absorbing every expression on Tom's face. There was something about Tom Hanks that Ethan understood. He didn't know why. Maybe it was the kindness in his eyes. Maybe it was the way he made people feel safe just by being on screen. Whatever it was, Ethan felt connected to this man he had never met. For his 10th birthday, Ethan had asked for one thing: to meet Tom Hanks. Patricia couldn't afford premiere tickets. She couldn't afford a plane ticket to Los Angeles. She worked 2 jobs just to keep them in their small apartment in Fresno. But she saved. For a year, she saved every extra dollar. And finally, she had enough for gas money, 1 night in a cheap motel, and 2 spots behind a barricade. They arrived at 4 p.m. The premiere didn't start until 8. "Are you sure you want to wait this long?" Patricia signed to her son. Ethan nodded firmly. "I'll wait forever if I have to." So they waited. The hours passed slowly. More fans arrived. The crowd grew thick. Ethan was small for his age, and soon he couldn't see over the adults in front of him. Patricia tried to push forward, but people pushed back. This was Hollywood. Everyone wanted the best spot. Nobody cared about a small deaf boy from Fresno. By 7 p.m., Ethan was crushed against the barricade, barely able to see the red carpet. His feet hurt. His back hurt. But he didn't complain. He just kept watching, waiting. At 7:30, security started clearing people who were too close to the entrance. A large security guard approached Ethan and Patricia. "Ma'am, you need to move back." "Please," Patricia said. "My son has been waiting for 6 hours. He just wants to see Tom Hanks. He's deaf. This is the only thing he asked for his birthday." The guard didn't care. "Everyone has a story, ma'am. Move back or I'll have to remove you." "Please, just let him stay. He's not bothering anyone." The guard reached for Ethan's arm. Ethan didn't understand what was happening. He couldn't hear the guard's words. He just felt a large hand grabbing him, pulling him away from the barricade he had waited 6 hours to reach. He started to cry. Silent tears. The cry of a child who doesn't make sound. Patricia was shouting now. Other fans were getting involved. It was becoming a scene. And then a voice cut through the chaos. "Hey, what's going on here?" Everyone turned. Tom Hanks was standing there. He had arrived early, through a back entrance, and was walking the barricade line to greet fans before the official premiere started. The security guard straightened up. "Just crowd control, Mr. Hanks. Nothing to worry about." Tom looked at the guard's hand, still gripping Ethan's arm. Then he looked at Ethan's face. The tears, the fear, the confusion. "Let go of him." "Sir, I said let go of him, now." The guard released Ethan's arm. Tom crouched down so he was eye level with the boy. Ethan stared at him, not believing what he was seeing. Tom Hanks, right in front of him. Real. Tom started to speak, then stopped. He noticed something. The boy wasn't reacting to his voice. He was watching Tom's lips, his face, his hands. Tom looked at Patricia. He's deaf? Yes, since birth. He's been waiting 6 hours to meet you. It's all he wanted for his birthday. Tom turned back to Ethan. He did something that made the entire crowd go quiet. He started signing. Hello, my name is Tom. What's your name? Ethan's eyes went wide. His mouth dropped open. Tom Hanks knew sign language. Ethan, the boy signed back, his hands shaking. My name is Ethan. Ethan, that's a great name. How old are you? 10. Today is my birthday. Happy birthday, Ethan. I'm glad you came to see me. The crowd was silent. Everyone was watching this movie star crouch behind a barricade, having a conversation in sign language with a small deaf boy. I watch your movies all the time, Ethan signed. You're my favorite. That makes me very happy. Which movie is your favorite? Castaway. I like Wilson. He doesn't talk either, like me. Tom felt something catch in his throat. This boy, this small silent boy, had found a connection with a volleyball because it didn't talk, because it was like him. You know what, Ethan? Wilson is my favorite character too. You want to know a secret? Ethan nodded eagerly. When I was filming that movie, I really did talk to Wilson every day. The crew thought I was crazy, but Wilson was my friend, just like he's your friend. Ethan smiled, a huge, radiant smile. Tom reached into his jacket pocket. He always carried a few things for moments like this. Photos, small gifts for fans. He pulled out a Sharpie. Give me your hand. Ethan held out his small hand. Tom wrote something on his palm. Don't wash this off tonight, okay? Keep it until tomorrow. Ethan looked at his palm. Tom had written, You have a friend in me. Tom. But Tom wasn't done. He stood up and turned to the security guard who had grabbed Ethan. What's your name? Derek, sir. Derek, this boy waited 6 hours to be here. 6 hours. He can't hear the music or the cheering. He experiences the world differently than you and me, and your response was to grab him and drag him away? Derek looked at the ground. I was just doing my job, sir. Your job is to keep people safe, not to crush a child's dream because he was standing in the wrong spot. Tom turned to Patricia. I want you and Ethan to come inside. Watch the premiere with me, as my guests. Patricia started crying. Mr. Hanks, we can't. We don't have tickets. We're not dressed for... You're dressed fine, and you don't need tickets. You're with me. He reached over the barricade and lifted Ethan up, setting the boy on his hip like he weighed nothing. Come on, birthday boy, let's go watch a movie. The crowd erupted in cheers. People were crying, recording on their phones. This wasn't a publicity stunt. This wasn't planned. This was just Tom Hanks being Tom Hanks. Ethan and Patricia sat next to Tom during the premiere. Ethan couldn't hear the movie, but Tom had arranged for a sign language interpreter to sit beside him, translating every word. Afterward, Tom took them backstage. He introduced Ethan to the other actors. He got everyone to sign a poster for him. He gave Ethan a Wilson volleyball, a real one from the original production. For your friend, Tom signed, so he'll never be alone. Ethan hugged the volleyball like it was the most precious thing in the world. Before they left, Tom crouched down one more time. Ethan, can I tell you something? Ethan nodded. The world is going to tell you that you're different, that you're less, that you can't do things because you can't hear. Don't believe it. You have something most people don't. What? You pay attention. You watch. You see things other people miss because they're too busy listening. That's a gift, Ethan. Don't ever let anyone make you feel like it's not. Ethan threw his arms around Tom's neck. They stayed like that for a long moment. A movie star and a deaf boy, holding each other in the back of a Hollywood theater. Patricia took a photo. She still has it. Ethan is 29 years old now. He graduated from Gallaudet University, the top school for deaf students in America. He became a film editor, a career where his ability to watch, to notice details others miss, made him exceptional. He's worked on 3 films that won Academy Awards. On his desk, there's a Wilson volleyball. Faded now, worn from years of being held. Next to it, framed, is a photograph of a 10-year-old boy being carried by Tom Hanks into a movie premiere. And on his palm, metaphorically now, since the ink faded long ago, are the words Tom wrote, "You have a friend in me." Every year on June 14th, Ethan sends Tom a message. Just a video in sign language. "Still watching your movies, still paying attention. Thank you for seeing me." And every year, Tom signs back. "Still proud of you. Keep watching. Keep seeing." The security guard, Derek, was reassigned after that night. Not fired, Tom didn't ask for that, but moved to a position where he wouldn't be interacting with fans. Last anyone heard, he volunteers at a school for deaf children on weekends. Sometimes it takes being embarrassed by Tom Hanks to learn a lesson, but at least he learned.